Yo, I'm noticing something. They're trying to run off the real ones off the block, bro. They're trying to run us off the block. They're trying to run us off the block, bro. And who stated this? Was it B Dell 1014? I think it was about 6, 7 months ago. B Dell talked about this, that they're going to be targeting the spiritual community and try to run us off the block. Confirmation with this notification popping up. They're trying to run us off the block, bro. Like the spiritual people that follow truth and nothing but the truth. They're trying to run us off the block before the big shift that occurs when people get to see who's the real, and then people get to see who's the fake, and they got to make their decision there. Because in this spiritual community, we have a mixed bag of fake people and real people, performers and people that are called, and it's a big mess. And then we got a big shift going on where people are waking up and finding the truth, and within that, individuals' lives are they're a piece of the puzzle, and those little individual awakenings cause a big stir because of what they hold inside them. So they're trying to go at all stops because it's a rise, bro. It's a surge. It's a surge going on because there's certain beings with a certain type of energy that are waking up. They already know what's going to happen at the end. So people that are the messengers, people that speak the truth without performing, that do it unapologetically, they're coming for us, bro. They're coming for us. They're coming at my girl, bro. Not my girl, but my girl. And I'm noticing what they keep messing with her, bro. She got a kid, and they keep messing with her channel, bro. She said she went from 2.6 revenue, from 2.2 all the way to 1.4K. Like, dude, they keep, and she always on point. Bro, she always on point, and she be working hard. Yo, you don't understand how hard she be working, bro. I'm like, why? Like, she should get way more than what she get. But then I got my man, she got like, what, over 40,000 subscribers. And I love Jules. But I gotta show you the comparison. Jules, Ring IQ, shout out to him. I love them both. I'm not saying nothing bad about Ring IQ. But you get on Ring IQ channel, right? He's a boxing channel. And he has 20,000 subs. And they're not blocking him. You know, he's getting paid good money over there, bro, with just 20,000 subs. He's been doing it for a long time. He has, you know what I mean? He's getting his money. But it's just, you can tell the differences. Or you're a spiritual person, you got a little bit more subscribers, and at times she get more views than my boy Ring IQ, but she gets paid far less. She gets paid far less, and her videos be getting blocked, and they give her a harder time. But you got my boy Jules, Ring IQ, during certain videos, certain topics that he speak on, the ads pay him more. But for some reason over there, they don't treat her like that. They treat her like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just very unfair, bro. It's very unfair. It's very unfair, bro. I'm like, yo, how is he getting more? How is he getting looked at better with less? It's because it's what she's presenting and what he's presenting. And I love Jules. I'm not saying nothing bad about him. But I'm just saying there's a split. If you're a spiritual person, bro, and you know, and you're on YouTube, dude, they're gonna try to block us, bro. Especially if they got some jealousy or something, because a lot of people at the top, bro, be jealous about people that got gifts and how they look. They be low-key jealous, bro. And that's why they be blocking us and stuff, bro. They be low-key jealous. They just don't like what we be putting out, because we don't need validation to put out anything. See, what Jules do, there's a sense of validation when it comes to boxing topics. Like, you got to speak on things that people want to hear about. along the lines with on his favoritism, like he puts a lot of the woman fighters in there. But still, there's a validation part because you have to speak on topics that are in the news right now. So I get it. But you got her over there, she just, she does what she does and they keep messing with her channel, bro. I'm like, yo, that ain't right, bro. But you gotta hold the line though. I'm telling you, bro, they're trying to get you to give up. They're trying to get you to give up. And I'm telling you, bro, yo, the divine pays you more than what you go through. I don't care how long it takes. You have to push through the resistance, the turbulence that they're trying to put around your purpose, bro, because they're just trying to make you give up. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make my girl give up. Like, no, she got to keep going regardless. Because even my channel, bro, I have over 1,000 videos on here, bro. Nothing but channels, nothing but downloads, nothing but wisdom. I've been doing this stuff for a minute. And dude, you know how, for me to get traction, for me to get views, I have to literally skid and grind my fucking teeth, bro. I have to do so much. I have to literally go live every day just to get a couple more subs. Like, you would think the videos that I produce would, confirmation when I say this, you would think the videos that I produce will gain traction. And the algorithm, no, not over here. Some videos broke through the trap, but for the most part, bro, dude, you don't get how hard I gotta work just to get a little bit of something on this channel. Not even money, because I don't even, I'm not monetized. But it's just a simple fact that the message, they don't just let my messages out, bro. They make it real hard for people to find me, bro. You know what I mean? And I've been doing this for a grip. And they're trying to make me give up. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna give up, but I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm not gonna overwork myself and burn myself out, but I'm gonna still hold the line and get it done. And that's what they're trying to do, bro. Us spiritual content creators, us on our spiritual path, that be producing content, stuff like that, they're just trying to make us give up, bro. They're trying to make us basically revert back to the system that got us pulled away from our spiritual path, bro. Because some of us, we don't do too good. We don't do too good in the system, bro. I know I don't. I don't do too good in the system. I'm not built to be doing regular stuff like other people, bro. So I have to take a whole nother path. And they're trying to get me to feel like my path ain't good enough to pursue and to continue. They're like, oh, what you're doing ain't really producing views, or what you're doing ain't really producing traction, but that's all an illusion. If you see the type of resistance that they actively put out towards the content that some of us post, then you wouldn't even have certain things in your head, because you know it's a deliberate action to make it look a certain type of way, bro. It's all smoke and mirrors, but you still got to keep going, bro. You still got to keep going. This just came up in my head like Terrence Crawford. When he was coming up in that 147 division, you had the PBC, you had media saying that Crawford wasn't big, Crawford on the other side of the street, all this propaganda saying Crawford ain't that dude. But let's fast forward 2023 when Crawford versus Spence happened. Bro, Crawford whooped his ass, bro. And that was the biggest fight Errol Spence had. It sold over 650,000 pay-per-views. So if Crawford went off of what the media said, if Crawford went off the propaganda, Crawford would have just stopped and not have produced a legendary career, bro. He would have just let the turbulence of him coming up get in his way, but he didn't. That's why you got to keep going, bro. And then Crawford ended up beating Canelo, bro. Crawford ended up beating Canelo, one of the greatest boxers of all time. So yeah, bro, you got to keep going, bro, regardless of what they're putting out, because your big break is coming, bro. It may not come how you expect it, but it's coming, bro. Because what you're doing is, your purpose is not just driven through monetary value. Like, you just don't know the impact that you're doing. You just don't know the type of effects that you're having out here, bro. So you got to keep going. And the divine will award you. They'll bless you big, bro. You just got to keep going, man. Don't let these people try to stop you from achieving what you got to achieve, bro, and fulfilling your path, babe, because that's what they're trying to do. You got to hold the line, man. You definitely got to hold the line, because they're trying to stop us, bro. They're trying to stop us. They are trying to stop us because we be speaking truth. You know, we don't get validation to what we drop from the comments and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. You're right about that, bro. Crawford was always that dude, but boxers didn't want him to be that dude. You so right. And that's basically what's trickling down to over here. It's like, people know you got that gift. People know you got that spark. There's people that know people are hella gifted and that be on point. They don't want other people to find that out. They don't want other people to know the truth about certain things, bro. So that's why they blocking us. That's why they're really on us like white on rice. Like, other people can say a couple cuss words and that video isn't restricted to only 18 plus, you know, but you over here, you slip up and say a cuss word, or you don't even cuss, but they still restrict your video. So we're battling a lot, man. We be battling a lot, but you got to keep going, bro. You got to keep going, man. Like, don't stop, bro. But don't overwork yourself trying to get validation from a platform that's actively trying to block you. You got to move smart. You do got to move smart in that regard. Like, yeah, if I know YouTube is actively blocking my videos, I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to outwork YouTube, but in a smart way, because I know they're not going to be able to keep up restricting me when you have that divine spark. They're going to burn themselves out eventually. No money, no position will outshine your divinity, because they're doing it from a place of darkness. They're not doing it from a place of divinity. They're not doing it from a place of purpose. So you know they're going to burn themselves out. Eventually, they're going to burn themselves out. That's why you got to keep going regardless, bro. Just like I remember when, bro, they still coming at me, bro. But, bro, they were coming at me heavy, bro, about a year ago, maybe 7 months ago. But I outworked them. I'm like, bro, you not gonna be able to burn me out. You're not on purpose. I'm on purpose. They were trying to burn me out. They were trying to break me down, bro. But I outworked them all, man. I outworked them. That's what you gotta do. You gotta outwork them. They're not gonna be able to keep up with your persistence, your consistency, and your will, bro. They're not gonna keep up because they're not attached to no divine will. They're attached to control. You know, they're not going to be able to keep up, bro. So you got to hold the line no matter what. And don't look for the money, but I know when you were being paid a certain type of way and things change, and that's all you see is your money falling. But I'm going to tell you, bro, as long as you're on purpose, everything will fall into place. You know, as long as you have certain principles that are aligned and you got your priorities in check to where the divine don't really have to strip you from too many things, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, bro. You're going to find a landing. You know, you're going to find a soft landing, but you really got to hold the line, though. You really got to hold the line, because they're going to always trying to come after us spiritual people, bro. They're going to always try to come after us and block our impact and block our messages, bro. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. The world is split. The world is split. You got Dean the Great over there. You got Adrian Broner over there acting fools, getting paid dang near the maximum what you could get paid on these platforms. But then you got people over there that's on the spiritual stuff You know, they're probably getting half those views, but they're getting the bare minimum. And they're working extra hard. And it takes a gifted individual to keep that up. Because you know how they're retaining their information is from a divine source. You know you have to be gifted for that type of stuff. And they're getting paid peanuts compared to the dysfunctional stuff that they're allowing on the internet to be monetized. So it's all flip-flop, bro. You got because these people, dysfunctions are going to burn them out. Eventually, they're not going to be able to keep up with the chaos that they have to sit themselves in all the time. Like, they're going to burn themselves out, bro. You really just got to hold the line. You really just got to hold the line, bro. And that's what I've been doing, bro. They try to block every path in my life, bro. You know, they literally made everybody basically turn against me. I'm still holding the line, bro. I'm still holding the line. I'm like, I don't care, bro. I literally, bro, I lost everything so many times, bro, and I'm still on the path. I'm like, bro, you can't stop me, folks. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for fame, bro. I do it because it's in me, man. I literally can't stop because something in me tell me to keep going. Even when I had times where I'm like, bro, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, man. I'm like, yo, man, I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. I'll just find a way to get out of it, bro. I'll find a way. I don't know how I'll do it, but I will find a way to get out. I'm like, I can't stop even if I wanted to, bro. Even when it got real hard, I'm like, dude, I got to sit in the pocket. I'm like, yeah, I got to sit in the pocket, man. I can't go nowhere, bro. I can't go nowhere. Those fast times just, it gave me the confidence to take on anything because that last battle seemed harder than this and I overcame it. So that's how you got to look. Like, man, I had battles that seemed inescapable and I still persevered and won. So that's how you got to kind of have to look at these little obstacles they try to place. Like, this ain't nothing compared to what I've been through and what I prevailed above. So you just got to have that type of mindset and not let these people stop you, bro, because they are trying to stop us, bro. They definitely are actively trying to make us give up. And they're trying to actively make us give up, you know, straight up. So you really got to persevere, man. You can't let it get to you. You just can't let it get to you, bro. Just keep going. Don't stop. Hold the line because eventually you're going to get your flowers. Eventually you're going to get your big break in terms of your purpose, where you're going to make that climactic impact how the divine always wanted it to be. But you do have to go against a system that actively attacks people that think on their own and at our own purpose. The system is always actively attacking that. So when you're operating outside the system and you're not looking for validation and you're on purpose, you got to think there's something out here that is against it. So there's going to be some turbulence, but they will never be able to outwork you. They'll never be able to outwork you. Remember that. They'll never be able to outwork you, bro. Even if it look like they're keeping it up. Do you know how many people that got involved in it? Eventually, it's all going to shake down, and it's eventually, bro. So you just got to keep going, man. You just got to keep going, bro. I know it's messed up out here, bro, how they be treating people. It's real messed up. Like, people that really be on a path and that's purposeful, they try to block the revenue. But you got people doing dysfunctional stuff that's a bad influence on kids. They're getting all type of money. I'm like, come on, man, that is unfair. But that should make you stop doing what you're doing, bro. Just be smart about it. Just be smart about it. Straight up. But that's your boy, man. I just had to drop that for my people, bro. Just hold the line, man. Don't give up. Hold the line, folks. Don't give up. The divine is going to award you for your consistency and your persistence, bro. Straight up. That's about it, man. That's your boy. I'm out. Peace.